So, Season 3 of iRacing is coming to a close, and that can only mean one thing. Season 4 is just round the corner. But before we get there, we've got what's called Week 13, that magical period when iRacing released a brand new build with new content and new updates. So, I'm going to run you through what we're going to see coming on Wednesday, September the 4th. So let's start with the content and the tracks first. So for circuits, we've got one brand new circuit, we've got one circuit that's been rebuilt from the ground up, and third and final, we've got a circuit that's had a graphical refresh. So the new track coming to iRacing for Season 4 is Cadwell Park, located right here in the UK. We're going to get 4 different layouts, 2 long, 2 short, and even though in recent years it's been more famous for 2-wheel rather than 4-wheel action, I can't wait to check it out with a tin top or 2. Those elevation changes look absolutely insane, and I think it's going to make for some really exciting racing. And onto the track that iRacing have decided to rebuild from the ground up for Season 4 is of course the legendary Spa circuit that we all know and love. Now in iRacing the current version is a little bit long in the tooth, so they've taken this opportunity to upgrade it to 2024 specification and include the significant changes that were made to Eau Rouge and Raidillon. With a completely overhauled graphics and a completely remodeled road texture, it's going to be really interesting to see what changes that makes to racing there. And onto the circuit that's got the graphics overhaul, well that would be the classic Zolder circuit. Now this is one of my favourites on iRacing and unfortunately hasn't seen a lot of love in the last few seasons, but all that's set to change now with a complete 2024 makeover. It will now be featured front and centre in the upcoming season, and I can't wait to race just about anything and everything round there. So let's move on to the cars, and we've got something for road racers, oval racers and dirt racers included in the Season 4 build coming September the 4th. Let's kick things off with a free car that's going to be available to all iRacers from rookie upwards, and it is the classic mini stock car. Now these little 200 brake horsepower stock cars look brilliant fun, and I will be giving them a go. There's 2 different versions, a dirt version and a pavement version, so there's something for all of us to have a go at. We've got a brand new BMW to check out in the form of the M4 GT4 car, and this is the latest G82 specification. It's been completely revised from the earlier M4 model that we got in iRacing, with different aero spec which has made it less pitch sensitive, and a lot of changes on the brakes which make it handle a lot better within the sim. And this one is definitely on my list because I do like the GT4 cars. We've got a brand new GT3 car in the form of the McLaren 720S Evo. This car first hit the racing scene in 2023 and will replace the older McLaren that stopped racing many years ago. This is a great addition to the GT3 lineup and adds to the Corvette and the Ford Mustang that came in Season 3. I want to wrap up my overview of what's coming to iRacing for Season 4 by taking a look at some of the big ticket updates for the actual sim itself. This time round, a selection of new cars will get wet weather tyres so they can go racing in the rain. We've got the little Renault Clio, the complete TCR lineup, which is going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait to race a tin top in the rain. And the venerable Ford FR500S. And while we're talking about racing in the wet, there's going to be a new spotty rain feature, which is going to be more dynamic and less predictable. So it should add a little bit more spice to racing in the rain. There's going to be a slight change to what we see when we're qualifying. When you're in the car and out on track, you will be qualifying as always on your own. But when you step out the car and go into replay mode, you will see all the other cars on the track as they set their laps, so you'll be able to see exactly how everybody is achieving those alien lap times. And another interesting new feature to come to iRacing for Season 4 is called Instant AI. Now I think this is going to be very useful for a lot of sim racers, including myself. When you're looking at that particular week's schedule for online racing and you see a track and car combination that interests you, you can click on it and you can go race the AI there, and it's all pre-configured with the right cars, the right track state, the right weather. So you get an idea of what it's going to be like when you hit the track for real against online racers. And finally, and what could see a major shake-up in online racing, is what iRacing call an enhanced multi-manufacturer, multi-class splitting algorithm. Now, I don't fully understand exactly how it's all going to work, but it should see a fairer split of manufacturer cars in your split, and in the endurance events you should see a good mix between the different multi-classes available. But what I'll do is I'll put a link to the iRacing blog in the video description, and you can read about it for yourselves, because it's not overly easy to explain in a quick overview video like this. So that's it. That's an overview of everything that I know is coming to iRacing for the Season 4 build that's going live, fingers crossed, on September the 4th, 2024. So, what are you looking forward to in the new iRacing Season 4 build? Please let me know in the comments. Is it the new content, or is it some of the big ticket core updates coming to iRacing itself? Either way, I'd love to know. For me, I think it's the rain tyres coming to the TCR cars. I can't wait to check out the new version of Spa, and I really want to know more about this instant AI. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Please consider a like and a subscribe if you want to find out my thoughts and opinions on the new iRacing build once it goes live. And as always, happy sim racing, and I'll see you out on track. Bye bye.